Hey everyone, welcome to Just Another Day with ChibiChonk. So before the pandemic, Gretchen and I were planning a trip to Japan. I went on this huge shopping spree to buy all this camera equipment so I can share videos with everyone, and the trip never happened. And it looks like the trip probably won't happen for another couple years. So here I am sitting with all this camera equipment, and I thought, you need to learn how to use it. So one of the first things I had bought on my shopping spree is an external mic for my microphone. It's a D4 Duo. Saw it on a YouTube video and thought, hey, if it's on a YouTube video, I can use it. The second thing that I bought that was kind of a splurge buy was a Zhihun M2 crane. It's a gimbal. I have no idea how to use it. I'm very terrible with it, but I saw it on YouTube and thought, I need one of those. And I ordered myself a 3K GorillaPod that hasn't arrived yet. And again, saw it on a YouTube video and thought, you know what? If they can use it, so can you. So I started thinking to myself, you have all this camera equipment and you have all these lofty goals to have all these awesome videos from Japan, and yet you haven't recorded any videos. So I came up with the idea to record day trips and trips to new restaurants to try to get used to recording B-roll and putting together a cohesive video. Last year during the pandemic, I turned 40, so I wasn't able to celebrate it like I wanted to. However, I did make this awesome cake. This year, Rugjen is turning 40, so we decided to take a day trip to Grapevine. No particular reason to go to Grapevine other than we wanted to stay in a resort. We've already stayed in a resort in San Antonio, so we looked at Great Wolf Lodge and we also looked at the Gaylord Texan. Yes, there is a hotel resort called the Gaylord Texan. We settled on the Gaylord Texan because we were watching a video by Mikey Chen, and you may also know his channel as Simply Dumpling, and he did a video on a specific restaurant in Grapevine that we wanted to try. And without further ado, just another day in Grapevine, Texas. One of the first things we did when we arrived in the Dallas area is try out Topgolf Dallas. They have 3 miniature golf courses, and we ended up playing 2 out of the 3. Unfortunately, their courses are a little bit in disrepair. They definitely can use a little maintenance. However, that did not interfere with our gameplay. We actually had quite a good time. One of the things was we were debating on whether or not to just play the miniature golf or to actually rent a bay. I think we were both intimidated by the fact that we don't play golf. I was under the impression that the only people who went to Topgolf were people who actually knew how to hit a golf ball. And we were happy to see that was not the case. There are a lot of families out there, and I saw plenty of whiffing on the balls. So I think what we're going to do is go to Topgolf Austin, which is closer here to our home, and try to rent a bay and try it out. After Topgolf Dallas, we decided to head over to Grapevine Mills Mall, where we went to an aquarium. Yes, an aquarium in a mall. It's called SeaLife Grapevine. We had a great time. However, be prepared for a lot of people. The line was long, and when we bought our tickets, it was actually for an hour after we arrived. So after SeaLife Grapevine, we decided to get a little bite to eat. We headed over to Tamale, where I ordered a tamale Frito pie that was absolutely delicious. There was so much cheese and chili and Fritos. It was awesome. Rugjen, on the other hand, just got some ultimate dip. We kind of shared everything. It was great too. I think it had guacamole and sour cream and some other things in it, but it was completely awesome. The staff there was really, really nice. I think we met either an owner or a manager, and he was really charming. It was a really great experience. So after Tommy Tamale, we decided to head to the Gaylord Texan and check in. Very impressed with this resort. They did have a pool, a hot tub, and the indoor area was just huge. after our stay at the Gaylord Texan, we woke up about 6, 7 in the morning and decided to try out a cafe called the Old West Cafe. If you're into down home cooking, this is the place to go. If you're into huge portions, this is definitely the place to go. Their decor was very Western. Their menu is very Western themed with dish names like the Desperado and the Stagecoach. Speaking of which, the dish I ordered was the Desperado, which came with 1 pancake, 1 egg, 2 bacon, and a breakfast side, which I chose fried potatoes. Rugjin, on the other hand, ordered the Stagecoach, which was a biscuit with sausage gravy. I think it had eggs, hash browns, and jalapenos. In the end, I ended up liking his dish better than mine. Don't get me wrong, the pancake tasted good, but it was just too much. The pancake was the size of my head. It was definitely huge. There is no way a human being can eat more than one of those. Then we headed out and returned to Austin. We have plans to definitely return again. There were a couple of restaurants that we weren't able to fit into this first trip. I know that at Christmas time, the Gaylord is an attraction, so I think maybe not this year, but maybe next year, we're going to try to book a room during the Christmas festivities. I think that would be pretty cool. There is one restaurant that I definitely wanted to try. I'm not sure if you want to call it a restaurant. I think it's more of a market. My cousin Tracy had recommended it. It's called Eatsies, and we definitely want to give that a try. Thanks for watching this video that I pieced together. Hopefully I will get better at recording myself, recording B-roll. Hopefully I'll figure out my lighting, figure out my sound, figure out my editing. But I hope by the time we finally get to go to Japan, I'll have just enough skill to make y'all a video that's worth watching.